How's everybody? Happy Tuesday. Thank you, as always, for being so understanding with me changing the schedule around when needed. I had a video shoot yesterday with one of the bands I play for here in Nashville, Creature Comfort. And I knew it was going to be a long day, but it ended up starting a little earlier than expected. And I'm at least proud of myself for being able to recognize it's going to be a bit of a stretch for me to do both a stream as well as the shoot. So I took the morning to just take my time here and honestly just play these two songs. These are the two songs that I have to have memorized for a new gig that I have this weekend. And so now that we're in the last week, I'm really making sure that I focus on just isolating the difficult sections and cleaning it up. But how are you guys? Welcome DP, Tripwire, Brian, Elton, Chris, Keldon, let's see, Tripwire, of course, ASMR, Cathedora. How are you? And Tripwire as well. Is one of those Devil Went Down in Georgia? It is. But you know what? I have to say, I want to be honest. I don't think I dislike playing it as much as I expected to. I really expected to despise this, but I did it. And it actually has some fun sections, I'm not gonna lie. I just don't like the slides, if I'm being honest. For Sam, thank you for the follow. Fellow streamer, I see. Can I ask what you stream over on your channel? So, to hold myself accountable for continuing to practice these, former streamer, hey, it still counts. Work in the industry now, very cool. Like with Twitch specifically, or just streaming or social media in general. Glad you're able to have a little fun with it. Thank you. Yeah, there's some parts that were pretty cool. A talent manager for creators, very cool. I guess from experience, you would have a very valuable insight for that. Well, I didn't finish my last thought. Oh, I was thinking to keep myself accountable, I would play both of them on stream every day this week. I know that those sections will get muted, but I do want to make sure that I give these a lot of attention and effort, especially since this gig in particular, I have to really sell the songs, so I have to like move around the room and kind of, you know, make it a little showy. So I don't want to waste any mind space wondering, you know, what the next notes are or whatever. But anyway, let's get playing. Two other quick updates. My elbow's feeling a lot better. It's still something I'm keeping an eye on, and I'm icing and making sure that, you know, I set myself up for victory. For anyone out of the loop, I had tennis elbow for a little bit, which is essentially just an overuse from opening and closing my elbow, which as a violinist, you'd imagine would be a problem. So it's feeling a lot better. I forced myself to really cut back on playing only when I really had to. Heating pads, stretching, icing, compression wraps. I did the whole spiel. So if anyone needs advice on it, I think I'm somewhat knowledgeable at this point. But and then the second quick update is that next week I'm gonna have my first merch drop ever, which is so exciting. Oh my gosh, and I just got a text for another hired opportunity. This is awesome! Oh, things are so good. Okay, I should play violin. Whenever I take some time off, I just want to talk at you guys. Which I know I'm allowed to do, you know, but we got some new folks here already, so let's play some violin, huh? This is First Steps from the game Unravel. I play a lot of video game music, and I also make loops, playing lots of different instruments. Xaven and Yushin, thank you! I will give proper thank yous after this song. Let me know if I can play either of you something. Thank you! Oh man, it feels so nice to one, be able to play as I took time off for my tennis elbow, but also to play something that's not Devil Went Down to Georgia and Round Table Rival. Because again, those are the two songs I'm learning for the gig. So I felt like anytime I would let myself practice with my arm being how it is, it was just playing these two dang songs. At this point with them, I definitely have both memorized. Each has like probably 4 measures that are much more difficult than the rest of the piece. Otherwise, I could sight read both of them for the most part, but again, each has just like a couple measures that are giving me some problems, but I isolated those the past 2 days and only played those 4 measures. For people who don't know how long measures are, for music, that could be like, I mean, depending on how fast the song is, but maximum maybe like 15 seconds, 20 seconds. At least with these songs, it would be much shorter because they're so fast. Caesar, thank you for a resub for 5 months. Thank you as well for Yushin for 2 months. I really appreciate that. Well, a total of 3, my apologies. And then X-Haven for a resub for a total of an incredibly epic 58 months. One of our longest running resubs, I think, like out of everyone. So thank you so much, X-Haven, for continuing to give me a chance after all this time, and please let me know if I can play something for you. But yeah, otherwise, everything is going pretty good over here. I'll admit I'm a little tired today. Yesterday, like I said, I did a video shoot with one of the bands I play for. But even though it was a really long shoot, it was still a lot of fun. And we got to shoot inside this, like, I took a picture and put it up on here for you. Is that like an aircraft hangar? I can't remember what these would be called. Whack-a-mole and Jack, thank you for the follows, by the way. But as you can imagine, with that tall ceiling and like the metal, it made a really beautiful natural reverb in there. And it was like the crew was just super professional, super nice. Ingenious Orange, thank you for 1,000 bits. And LaShawn for a resub, thank you. Do we have a hype train? Oh, it says it already finished? I guess I just missed when it started, my bad. Thank you for the hype train. But it was super fun. The location was at a brewery that we played at maybe like 2 years ago. But it's super cool because when the brewery opened, they actually got their name, Common John, from a title of my band's album, which is a song called Common John. So it's Common John's Brewing Company. And again, they were just so sweet and got us all food after. And it was a really wonderful time. Joe of Tier 3, thank you. Yeah, Tripwire, right? Isn't that fun? Was the venue as good as the Pontiac Silverdome with the 9.9 second hang time? Do you mean playing inside the aircraft versus inside? So, yeah, it was a really great time, and it was fun seeing the crew again. Yes, they had a lot of the same people there from when we had played that venue previously. Johnny Lever, I'm sorry, it's a shanty song. Well, now I want to learn that. I have a few sea shanties under my belt. Believe it or not, I actually used to play in a pirate band. It was all original music, but it was all themed after pirates. I was playing a venue with like a folk rock band, and this man comes up with like curly white silver hair and a bandana, and he's talking to me at the merch booth. He's like, "Do you have any interest in playing pirate music? It's a paid gig." And I just heard paid gig, so I was like, yes. And then sure enough, I became a member of that band for, geez, almost like 2.5 years or so. I did see we had 2 priority requests. Let me go to our song list over here. Xaven, I believe you said the song I learned for you, Journey, Destiny 2. I remembered. Since I've seen a fair amount of new people already in stream today, I just want to say welcome and thank you for giving my stream a shot. Ow! For resub for 39 months! I thought it was just at 38. I mean, 38's also quite a big number that would make any streamer blush. Elle, thank you so much. We've had so many heartwarming resubs today. Thank you guys so much. As you know, I do hired gigs and stuff, but mostly I make a living right now because of Twitch and the support you give me here. And with that time, I'm just booking as many music gigs as I can get and using that time to practice and learn more songs. And I can't thank you enough for giving me that gift. For what I do on the channel, I play over video game soundtracks like what we're listening to right now. And I also make loop arrangements, playing lots of different instruments, including bass, banjo, guitar, accordion, piano, the washboard, and I sing. So we do lots of things here. But thank you again for just giving me a shot. I know there's lots of awesome stuff to watch on Twitch, so I'm honored to have a little bit of your time. And for those watching over on the YouTube channel. And the egg, yes. Oh, oops. I was early. Okay, here we go. dirty clean. Fiddle is down to 3 strings. Oh no. Do you know how to restring a violin? It's kind of tricky at first, but once you get, I think, used to turning the pegs and having them stay, they have a habit of unraveling sometimes. Or sometimes just getting stuck and you can't move it. I feel like you can get a single, if you didn't know, you can get a single violin string, and those aren't very much. Like a single D string. Cello strings are a bit more expensive, but I feel like especially when it comes to fiddle music, a lot of fiddle players prefer to use, I don't know what type of metal, but they're like more of a metallic or metal-based string, because it has a bit of kind of like a tinier tone to it, where classical players can really splurge on a really expensive set of strings. I've tried most different ones, and I still don't really know what my preference is. A lot of people ask me on Twitch, like, what strings do you have? And I was so embarrassed where I was like, I don't know. I just trust my violin shop that I go to so much that sometimes if it's Fred working there, he'll be like, hey, I think you'd really like this string setup. Can I put it on for you? And I'm like, yeah, let's just do it. I just trust them like blindly at this point. They apparently have helped take care of Alison Krauss's violin. So that's a big deal. Tune down before you tune up. Yeah, you want to, with all instruments and strings, kind of stretch them out typically a bit before. So you kind of go a little above and under, just over and over, and slowly crank that up. So I think I saw we also have Tifa's theme, Simple and Clean. For L, is it okay if we have a second option today and I will try Fairweather Friend the next time you're in chat? I'm gonna be honest, I just don't know if I'm feeling up to it today. Something happened in my head where I just really doubt myself playing that song. I think it's because I've like tried it so many ways, but I haven't fallen in love with any version yet. I think I'm getting closer, but thank you. Yes, I can totally do the Outer Wilds theme. And this counts as an IOU. I will still play you, Fairweather Friend, but I would prefer to have it be when I can look at it a little bit beforehand. That's one of my originals. You guys have heard me talk about it before, but I'm very self-doubtful when it comes to songwriting. It just doesn't feel like something that's me yet, if I'm being completely honest. I was gonna say I wish it was, but honestly, I don't even know if that's the case. I'm not writing it off as not being like a part of my music career. But I just really feel like I find the most joy in writing instrumental music with the idea of it being in a video game. I know that's very specific, but that's what really lights me up when I think about it the most. Like, it would be cool to do my live loops on stage and sing over it, but I feel like this is kind of my introverted self speaking honestly, where I'm like, man, I've been on stage so many times and I have a really good time doing it, but I don't know. It doesn't hit the same way. You're a secret theater kid? Oh no, I'm a very open, proud theater kid. You bet your butts I was in the musical theater like the first opportunity I got, 5th grade, all the way through high school. And then in college, I actually kept auditioning for some off-Broadway shows. But I'm gonna be honest, I got rejected so many times that I was like, I don't think I want to do this anymore. I got really close for one though, and that was actually probably the line in the sand for me. Nim over on Facebook, oh my god, I can't believe I said that. YouTube. Hi, welcome. But yes, when I was doing that audition era of my life, I auditioned for Evil Dead the musical. And I really wanted that. I wanted that so bad. I wanted it so bad. I was gonna say gig, but that's like my band member side coming out. Anyway, I got a callback for it, and then I got a second callback, and that means like you have a really good shot at that point. And it got down to me and one other girl. We both had to learn the same choreography, then do a speaking section with lines, and then do singing. And I did all of it, and they gave her the part, not me. But, you know, I think that weirdly encouraged me to continue committing to violin, which my heart was more committed to, so it worked out. But man, that would have been a fun musical to be in. They make the first 2 rows wear ponchos because blood gets sprayed everywhere. Like fake blood, obviously. Well, maybe not obviously. We're covering our bases here. So they splurt a bunch of fake blood out on the crowd, and you wear ponchos so it doesn't ruin your clothes. Oh, Fast, what a fun little talking point for you to come in on. Welcome. Sort of about Army of Darkness, but not really. Weird. I should start with the first comment. I played drums for a table reading of a play called Evil Dead 3. Yep, that would have been better if I read those in a proper order, but I still get it. I worked at Blue Man for over a decade, so that's so cool! Can I ask what your job entailed? I've seen Blue Man Group, I think I've seen them like 3 times. They had a consistent show going on in Boston, and I lived so close to the city, like just a 15-minute train away, that I feel like that was just an easy show to give a go to. I was lighting OP and briefly a stagehand. You worked at the Boston show! Oh my god! That means we were like almost guaranteed in the same room. That's awesome. Thank you for the follows, by the way. I don't think maybe I did thank Whack-A-Mole and Billy. Thank you. I've seen Blue Man Group once and got liquefied Twinkie all over me. Isn't that the part where they, like, spoiler, one of them, like, chews it up and then spits it out of their mouth, right? Oh, the Twinkies they shoot are actually bananas? That makes so much sense! Yes, they got some good, like, projectiling. My favorite part was the end of the show, though. They have toilet paper rolls, like, all along the walls, and they start pulling it like this, so the audience all, like, pulls it, and you get buried underneath mountains of toilet paper. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm ruining the surprise. I don't have a proper cover-up for this. Nim over on YouTube. Mint stage blood is my favorite to work with. As weird as it sounds. Are you saying it has like a scent of mint to it? And you graduated as a theater tech. That's awesome! There's a very special bond between all the people involved in making a musical. For DJ, thank you. Oh, I forgot to restart this. Well, hey, now we got a head start to see if we can hit the goal this week. Very exciting. Or, you know, that works because I took yesterday off. That's fine. Chicago Blue Man was a blast. I loved the Chicago lobby. So you traveled with them for work? I didn't know if you were saying, like, you only did the Boston one. Sir Uriel. Also pencils. I should have called you Sir Pencils as well. Oh my gosh! That's such a delightful Easter egg for Tripwire. She said her profile picture is actually the Chicago Blue Man Group venue. Huh. I kind of always wondered, but yeah, I guess I just never thought to even ask. I was just like, oh, that's kind of a cool light vibe. And both Vegas shows. I feel like Vegas could be really fun too. Cool. So I see we have a handful of priority requests, so I should probably get to it. It's edible and mint flavored, so it doesn't taste too gross when actors eat it. That's so funny thinking about. I'm trying to imagine scenarios where actors eat it. Or of course they do. Like, I guess horror movies maybe? Or like a graphic death scene or something. I don't know. But yeah, that makes sense. What order should I do this? Let's do them in the order they're in. That's perfect. And that's fair, right? J Bear! Scotty Bear says hi. Actually brought him downstairs to hang out with me, Kimchi, and Walter last night. Since I came home so late from the venue, or not, well, yeah, it is a venue. The brewery place where I filmed. I showed everyone earlier, this place I shot a live video in with one of the bands I work with last night. But anyway, we didn't get back till really late, and even if I'm very tired, I feel like I need to spend a full hour like in the house in my pajamas before going to bed, if that makes any sense. Hope you and Kimchi are well. We're very good, and Walter too. They're all very good. I had to take Walter on a walk in the rain this morning, which was not my favorite thing. All right. Yes, I do requests. So the way I do it is I only play songs from my song list, but I do have a pretty big song list, so you might find something you like. And I ask that in return for me playing a song for you, if you could do anything to help me remain a full-time musician, you know, by subbing, gifting a sub, doing a dono, or giving bits. I play you anything. But even if there's no priority requests, I still play music for everybody. So it's not like if there's none, I'll just sit here and stare at you. Yep, I had to towel that dog off. Do I need the sheet music for this? I don't think I do. I think I have it memorized by this point. Hearing the riding theme from Zelda is making me very happy that I decided to play it again recently. Just picking off where I left off. I realized that stand was a little close to the edge. I was like, oh, that would be an exciting clip, wouldn't it? For Rick, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Bad Hairline, welcome. How are you? I always really enjoy playing that one. But, oh, also, back to my happy Tears of the Kingdom spot here. It's kind of embarrassing to admit, but I was playing through Tears of the Kingdom, and like many people did, I actually stopped playing for a while. Not really for any reason. I just stopped playing for a bit. But anyway, getting back to it, I finally figured out what to do with those like hieroglyphics that are all over the map. They look like alien kind of cornfield things. Do you know what I'm talking about? For Gary, thank you for the dono. No requests required. Just keep playing your beautiful music. Thank you. Crop circles. That's what I was trying to say. But it's like a major part to access the plot line of the game. So I didn't really know what was happening for a lot of it. And then finally I was like, oh, each like goes back in time and shows you what actually happened. Ride around all day on my horse in Breath of the Wild. I know a lot of people had a game that they said like saved them in quarantine, but Breath of the Wild kind of saved me. I'm not gonna lie. That and Stardew Valley, as many of us I know got into for both of those. But would it be okay to ask for One Summer's Day? Yeah, I can play that. I like that song. And yes, and Animal Crossing, of course. I feel like that was the first huge one. Everyone was talking about Animal Crossing New Horizons and the hit Netflix series Tiger King, which you bet your butt I watched all of. I was role-playing as a traveler, for real, for real. I love it. Let's see. Pencils, you now have the best bee emotes on Twitch. Dapper Dames? I didn't even need to check. I know those bee emotes. As usual, I was lurking in her stream. I've been, in regards of like streams earlier in the day, really enjoying watching Dapper Dames streams and Cathedora when they do their Minecraft or whatever they stream. It's all good stuff. Is Tiger King like live action Animal Crossing? Basically. Actually, no, it's more like Stardew Valley because there's romance and tigers. I don't know. Slaying, thanks for the follow. Oh, that was so stupid. I'm tired. I apologize for anything advanced that I say where I think it's funny, where it's not funny. It's one of the reasons I'm letting myself have coffee a bit later than usual, because I had a late night. Okay, simple and clean. This can be a riskier one with my endurance on the violin. I'm gonna give my best go. Fun fact, Simple and Clean is the very first song in my video game music binder. I don't know why I decided that, but I did. Kingdom Hearts is first, and then it goes to the Chrono series, and then it goes to Xenoblade Chronicles, Witcher, Baldur's Gate, Monster Hunter, Nier, Hollow Knight, Ori. It's kind of satisfying, actually, being able to see all the different stuff. As you guys know, I'm always trying to add new stuff to the song list. I made a list of maybe 5 new transcriptions to do. In regards of new stuff for stream, for this week, it's admittedly probably going to be a bit sparse. So I'm going to try and get at least 1 new transcription. But again, I'm getting ready for a brand new gig I have this weekend with these songs. And I really want to make a good impression to maybe get booked again by them. They're a group I'd really like to work with. It's like a circus events group that you can hire. So they have girls in the aerial silks, and they needed a violinist to perform with them for this gig. So I'm hoping if I do well, I might be able to sneak my way into some more gigs with them because I really like what they do. Solid horse emote on the YouTube chat, Tripwire. Nailing this multi-stream thing I'm doing. If anyone is hearing that as news for the first time, I am doing multi-streaming now on the YouTube VOD channel, which means that whenever I finish a stream, the VOD will be available right away on the YouTube channel. So if you ever miss a stream, that's where you'd watch them. We're gonna play along with Moises Nieto's rendition of Simple and Clean because it's fantastic. I'll answer that after the song for Nocturnal. It's kind of a process what I did. found my mind floating around while playing that song. And I was like, was this a song before it was featured in Kingdom Hearts? Like, was Hikaru... Oh, what's their name? That Japanese artist? I just didn't know what came first, the chicken or the egg. Utada, thank you. Hikaru Utada. Speaking of a Japanese artist, I've been working hard on my Duolingo. I learned about how to tell time with minutes and hours and times of days and getting through that section. But now we're getting into grammar, and I mean, that word doesn't spark joy, I think, in most people learning about grammar. So it got a little harder, but I'm still doing it. I'm still committed. I'm on like a 36-day streak or something of at least 15 minutes a day. I was getting anxious because I was looking at my phone so much and being hard on myself about it. And I was like, well, what if I do something on my phone that I don't feel guilty about doing? So in my mind, I was like, learning a language. And also, I needed more hobbies that weren't just playing music. Why did I remember it was Utada Hikaru? Hey, that's some good trivia knowledge that you have. Synonym rules. Oh god. I didn't get it until I read it out loud. Oh. Oh, for a nocturnal. So to answer your question about multi-streaming, what I did was I downloaded a plugin that connects with OBS. So I do it all through OBS. The website's written, I think, in Chinese, so it's not like super intuitive, but you'll see a highlighted thing that's like for MacBook. I just did what I usually do to figure out how to do something, and that's YouTube it. And the first 4 videos I saw all recommended that website to download this thing, and then you can multi-stream. So that's what I did. If you type in like how to multi-stream on YouTube, one of those top videos will have a link with that, and also a little tutorial. Yes. So now we got the Outer Wilds theme for L. I used a YouTube video and did everything right with Restream, but it would always disconnect. Now, I will say the multi-streaming thing hasn't been seamless on my part. Like, for some reason, it wasn't working for a week, but then I, for like a second time, had deleted the stream key connection, and then it started working again, so I don't really know. But, yeah, that's what I did. Let's see here. If we're gonna do Outer Wilds, then I need the blue binder. This one. Bim, bim, boom. This binder's still a mess. I haven't really found a great system for myself of organizing the instrumental loops. But mostly because there's a lot of sheet music in this binder that I don't play on stream, that I thought maybe I'd be able to do as a loop, and it didn't work out how I wanted. So I currently have this divided up with 2 tabs. And this side is things that I'm comfortable doing and I feel really good about. And this side is, I don't even know if I'm gonna do them. And I'm just slowly growing the finished side. For JT Foxy, thank you for 20 months. And Iblinks for epic tier 3. Thank you so, so much. And 12 months. We have a year of resubs on the dot. Thank you so much. For both of you guys, if I can play y'all something, just let me know. How have you both been? I feel like it's been a little while. I hope that you've been well. Maybe treating yourself to a summer vacay. I'm really excited because I booked a flight home in August for a long weekend to go to Cape Cod and see my parents and just have a nice little happy home visit. I was realizing that I've been kicking the can when it comes to like burnout and just like, you know, kicking it just a little farther and farther. And I need a little break. I need to press my reset button and just chill for a second. But again, that will only be like an extended weekend. It's booked for August. I'll let you guys know closer to the date. Caffeinated Monkey, thank you for the follow. And also, next week is going to be very exciting, as you can see in the title. My very first ever merch drop will be dropping officially next week. And I wanted to have a fun week of really celebrating that. I haven't had like a big celebration thing on stream for a while, like hitting a landmark thing or subs or something like that. But we're going to have longer streams. I'm going to do a game stream over on my very fancy channel, Joe Doesn't Play Violin. And I don't know what we're going to play yet. I didn't know if maybe I should have you guys choose. Nim merch. I'm so excited. Maxwell, thank you for the follow. These are the designs that are featured on the merch, either as a unit or individuals of at least these two. These two. Wow, that's hard. There we go. Those two. Yes. So I'm very excited. Outer Wilds. Nim, thank you. I was so excited when the artist agreed to it. So the artist for these 3 designs is a Japanese artist that I followed on Instagram. When I was thinking about merch, I really wanted to make something that I really was excited about and felt good about. And so I kept following artists that I really enjoyed their art style. And when I saw this particular artist style, I was like, oh my gosh, I see that they're Japanese and their profile's all written in Japanese, but I need to try. So I sent them an inquiry message and they accepted. And I'm just so grateful that even with our language barrier, they really worked hard to give me exactly what I wanted. And I'm super, super stoked to get to share all that with you. The artists you can check out on Instagram, I don't know how to say their name, Onego or Wongo? Probably Onego. I don't know, but they're amazing. So before I jump into our series of loops here, we got at least 2 with Havana and the Outer Wilds theme, and then we'll do One Summer's Day. Then maybe I'll try and do the playthrough of these 2 pieces that I'm playing for the gig this weekend. I want to practice by playing with you, like playing it with you guys. I think it'll help me get a little, you know. You'll have to ask for the actual Japanese kanji. Okay, I can do that. I'll put that on my to-do list. Let's see. Ask when I go how to credit. Okay, y'all. I am going to, like I said, just take a really quick break. Well, I don't know if I said that. I'd like to take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll jump in with our loops. I'm just gonna have a quick stretch. I'm still keeping an eye on my tennis elbow, making sure I'm in good playing condition for the gig this weekend. And then we'll jump into our requests here. Thank you everyone so much. I really appreciate it. And I'll be back in just a few minutes. Y'all the best. Okay, I am back. Thank you for letting me take a quick break. For Irad Earth, welcome. Yeah, actually, one of my favorite instrumental loops to play is Traveling with Friends from Dragon Quest. I can do that one today. I feel like just saying it makes me want to play it. First, I'll do these priority requests here. But let me finish reading what you wrote. I bought a Japanese music book for playing Dragon Quest songs on the ukulele. I can't read sheet music, Japanese, or play the ukulele, but Dragon Quest merch is hard to find outside of Japan, so I got it. Hey, I also have a collector mindset, so that totally makes sense to me, honestly. My big collecting phase lately has been my quest for nerdy video game mugs. You can't see it, it's just out of shot here. Hey Hot Dog, thank you for the follow. But you'll see that's my tea kettle and all my teas, and hanging is like a mug shelf over there, and I have a bunch of video game featured mugs. I can show you some of them actually. I have this cute little Korak one. The gang. So cute. And then I found this really beautiful Pokemon one. Vaporeon. Isn't that so pretty? Yeah. Yahaha! Downstairs, I gotta bring back up my Fallout Vault-Tec mug and my Stardew Valley tea mug. I really want to find a Persona mug. That's what we're listening to now. But I just haven't found the right one yet. And I don't know if I want to get a Persona 4 mug or 5. Those are the two that I played. Anyway. Let's go to an open 4/4 Ableton template, and we're gonna do Outer Wilds. This is a loop that I don't have a plan for. I just figure it out as I go. I at least keep the banjo doing like the main melody. One thing that's very much so not set in stone with this piece is I don't really know what tempo to play it yet. I feel like I haven't found the sweet spot, you know, of where it just naturally should fall. The clinking of the mugs after the aha was kind of perfect. Cute! Oh, I love that. Also, Jules, welcome. I don't know if I said hello yet. It's always lovely to see you. Okay. So, I'm gonna make a goal for myself with this particular playthrough. You know me, I like to set goals all the time so I can keep trying to make stream better. I usually build this one all horizontally, so that means like, you know, I just keep adding instruments on top of each other. If I build vertically, that means each vertical section will have its own combination of instruments, and I want to get better at doing that. It's kind of an important part of looping that I feel like I don't utilize too much, so I want to get better at doing that. And if I say it out loud, then that might mean I'm more prone to do it. So, let's see. This is a very specific reference, but I want this to be the tempo of a song from that movie Brother Bear. Phil Collins did the soundtrack, who also did Tarzan. There's a song that's like, tell everybody I'm on my way. Dun, 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 dun. I watched that movie on a plane and cried on said plane watching said bear movie. And I was really embarrassed. It's like, no one watched me cry at this bear movie. Stop looking at me. Okay, let's see. How does I wants to do's? Yeah, pretty simple strum pattern, but that will work. Oh, I'm so sorry, guitar. And you guys, I kind of yelled in the mic there. I'm sorry. Well. Okay. Let's see how that tempo sounds. I'll fade this out as we add instruments. I just need it to stay in time. Just making sure I kind of locked in the tempo. The evil one is downstairs currently. So, one of my goals is building vertically. So I'm just gonna have an A here. And then oh, I didn't put it in the right spot. That last one should work. Hey! Sometimes I like to do layers of like oh, it's a little quiet, isn't it? So let's make that layer number 2. Oh, poops. I pressed the wrong button. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go over here now. Yeah, and here we go. I'm not used to having my pedals set up for my new method here, so I'm gonna have to experiment a bit. Maybe I'll go one at a time to confidently know what I'm doing. Why didn't it work? Oh, I see. Ah, Doc, over on YouTube, what's up? Okay, I can do this. Almost. So, let's move the melody down one, because that's going to be a featured moment. And then I'll add all these back. Who should go next? How about I get rhythm going with the washboard and then maybe piano? So, like a chugga chugga, like a chugga 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 chugga. Yeah. I kind of like how it holds the A here. It was an accident, but it kind of sounds cool. I gotta work on that. Okay, who's next? What else should we do? Maybe I should figure out. Okay, I have an idea. We're gonna have a different guitar group to change it up here. I should play violin. I made a mistake. So for violin, I'll just stack vertically. I almost just had my stool get stuck and launch me into the monitor. Didn't happen. Okay, so it wasn't perfect, but I learned a lot doing that. I don't know how noticeable it was. Again, it's kind of a new mindset for looping for me to really think about how I stack things so that I can press one of these buttons and you see how all of them light up, and have each row do something a little different to keep, I guess, the loops more engaging and interesting. Again, I feel like it's an important part of learning how to loop. I said stool. It's so messed up how I'm so hard on you guys for making puns at me, and then a simple poop joke and I'm a giggling baby. Just overjoyed over here. It would have been a great clip. Oh, if I launched myself in the computer. Have a good rest of your day too, Nim. Thank you very much for stopping in and being so kind in chat. Congrats on your recent graduating. For Spoons, again, thank you so much. A brand new sub. I really appreciate it. And in case you would like, I usually do a priority request for people who sub. So if you'd like, I'll play you anything from the song list. All these resubs today, all making a girl blush over here. Happy Friendly for an incredible 31 months. Dang, that's a good chunk of time right there. Thank you, as well as Philip for officially a year. Thank you. Stream Slasher, it's great to see you too for 2 months. And Moo for 14. I'm finally, actually Actually, never mind. I was like, I thought I called you something else for a moment. I don't know. For Mark, thank you for the bits. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you guys. I always get a little nervous coming back to streaming after I've had some time off. Given it wasn't a long break, the last time I streamed was last Friday. But I'm like, oh, I hope I remember how to loop and talk to the camera and play instruments. Let's see. So next we got Havana, I believe. Oh, Persona music, you just make me so happy. Ooh, kind of swallowed my coffee wrong. Oh my gosh, and Silver? Are you kidding me? We got the whole fam today. Woo, all the months still here. I think you're absolutely Joe amazing. Silver, you're Silver amazing. Nailed it. But in all seriousness, you are always such like an uplifting, shining light in chat. You always show up at the best times when I'm like doubting myself and giving me the confidence to keep trying. So thank you. Persona music is good for bass. I haven't tried to do any yet, but I think something like this I could handle. I don't think I could do Last Surprise though, and I know you rock bass on that one for Doc Brown. So Havana is a singing loop. I gotta switch my binders. Silver, let me know if I can play you something. I know you like Old Town, but if there's something else you would like to hear, if anything at all, just let me or Mod know. Mossberg is so sweet. People were asking where Kimchi is. I installed those like cat shelves on the wall. If you don't know what I'm talking about, they're just like tiny platforms that you can put on your wall so the cat can climb to a higher spot because it helps them feel safe and comfy. And at the bed, there's like a long one that he can lay down on. He was very, very skeptical. Spectacle. Oh my god, now I doubt myself on how that word said. Skeptical. He was that the first like month and a half. He seemed scared, thinking that they were too far apart or something. I was like, dude, you jump countertops that are like 3 times this height. You can do it. But now he's in love with it. Sounds like you built a Mario level for your cat. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Kind of like that. But that is his new favorite spot. I bought him this lovely cat tower, but he doesn't seem to love it that much. Like, occasionally you'll see him up here just lying down chilling, but he doesn't like it as much of as his wall shelves. Can I request Tennessee whiskey? Yeah, of course, you got it. So they can attack you better. Aerial cat attack. That's a scary thought. Is this in 3/4? No, it's in 4/4. So I think I'm gonna use the washboard for this, or should I use washboard or an electric drum set? Like the beat pads over there. What do you guys think? Either way, I gotta open the same kind of file, so I'll start there. I'm also gonna put these mugs back. There is too many mugs next to me. I was like, if I leave all these glass cups next to me, it's gonna lead to something breaking or spilling, breaking, crying. Okay. So with this, I've experimented with like maybe 2 different grooves. Maybe I should try and do like, I'm gonna get my guitar and try and do like 4 different guitar vibes. That's not good. There we go. Maybe 3. I think we'll start with 3. Love a sus4 chord. Okay. Havana, half of my heart is in Havana. He took me back to East Atlanta. Oh, but my heart is in Havana. There's something about his manners. Okay. Oh my god. I just remembered. I totally made a drum group to this. Groove, rather. I want to do that. I spent the time making it. Let's hear it. I listened to the original and tried to get that similar sound going, so I programmed some drums. I totally forgot, my bad. Yes, I feel like the song has such a cool vibe to it, and I wasn't capturing it, so I thought maybe learning the drums would help. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Ableton, you work for the first 2 songs, but I gotta restart the computer. Ugh. I don't know if it's the computer or Ableton. Me and Tripwire did like one session talking about, or no, we mainly talked about merch. We'll try and get another time together, I guess. It just takes a second. It's not the worst thing in the world. But since that's restarting anyway, I am going to just use the restroom real quick. If that's okay. Okay. Thanks, guys. And then we'll do Havana right when I get back. Thank you. Okay, I am back. And the computer has come back to life. Beep. Let's see here. So, I was gonna load up Havana drums. Hey Joe, I'm back to relax with you guys. Dom is doing okay. Happy to hear. Yeah, I saw earlier, I don't believe I read it out loud, that you were going over to hang out with Mr. Palombi. Palombi sounds like a type of seltzer drink. I don't know how you feel about hearing me say that, but it's how I feel. It sounds like a bubbly water. Is there like a drink that sounds like that name? Oh, a Paloma. That's what I'm thinking of. Oops. Here we go. So let's listen to the drums I made. Something's on auto. Found it. You're also on auto. That means I've left a monitor on auto and it increases the volume. So this rhythm groove features egg. And all of that. Might as well start with piano. Oh, I did the volume balance wrong. We need to turn these down and this up. That's better. That's it. Okay. Okay. Piano's here. So then a different vibe. Okay, let's get the good part. Sorry guys, I'm getting the right spot. What happened here? What the heck happened? I'm gonna figure this out. Okay, whatever. We're just gonna re-record it. I don't know what happened. I kind of want the octave above. Oh, that's kind of saucy. Oh no, I don't like that actually. And then it goes back here. Is there a third groove we should do to mix it up? Maybe like a sad, let me get into it and see if something feels right. Because I think I'm on to maybe something, but maybe nothing. Oh wait, that could be so fun if I like stop on that D and then okay. And maybe I'll just hit bass on quarter notes. So like and then like dramatic strings. Okay, I've done my goal of 3 different vibes, and it's like right? I know this might be a little weird, but again, I'm making a goal to try something new and make a goal for each one of these. So let's see. That's it. Oh, so loud. Calm down. And then maybe halfway through, like a... just finger pick it to make it more comfy. Maybe I should just stay on the same notes. No, that wouldn't sound good. Trevor, what's up? But then we have the moody section still. Upstrokes. Oh, it wasn't recording, but oh, I see what I did. Do instead is rest 2, 3, 4, and then make the length 2 measures. this is fun. Okay, let's add bass. I do use this cable for a gig. Let's see. Okay. Bass parts go here. And let's start with the most groovy one. So maybe like no. The second chord's an E flat, so oh. Yeah, I'll just go down, I guess. Sure. Okay, what next? Let's start adding violins. And that'll probably be fine to sing on it. Oh, idea. I'm learning how to build this, so I need to bring the soul down one more level. Yep. Highlight these, Control D, highlight these. Great. 4 layers. We're gonna add this groove with strings on the second port, and then the third is where it changes here. strings come back on the dramatic part. Okay, so this is an experiment, but I want to make a creepy part. This is going to be the creepy part. Okay, creepy strings. They're going to build momentum. Going faster, faster, faster. Oh my goodness, now we're back to spirit. Okay, let's get creepy. Oh shoot. That's fun. Hey, oh, thank you, Lisa. That night, I put my heart in the night. He took me back to this life. kind of fun. Less reverb on that, I'm not used to all these cables after a couple days off. I'm tangled. Ooh, that was fun. I felt like I let myself get more lost than I usually do with doing a violin solo. I got in my head about violin solos for a while. You guys are gonna scold me, as I know I shouldn't pay attention to these things. But I felt like whenever I did a solo on my loops, I always saw the view count go down. And I was like, oh, I'm like, I guess not very good at soloing maybe. So then I would get really doubtful before I'd even start. But I know your dad in a dress, I know. I'm just being honest. I have made a lot of like big steps with combating my anxiety. I was gonna say issues, but they're just a part of me. I'm not gonna call them an issue. They're just there, floating around in here at most hours of the day. And I'm learning more and more kind of strategies to combat that. And one of them is talking about my process out loud. So being able to explain to you guys kind of like what my goal is before I even start a piece helps me feel like almost it's like easier to understand what I'm trying to do, if that makes sense. One thing that I've been doing more and more of, even though it still feels super forced, is journaling and just getting in the habit of writing it out if I'm thinking, if I feel like I'm overwhelmed by my thoughts. And I'll admit this month there's been a lot of that because of a really exciting thing in my life. Like I'm getting booked for a bunch of new gigs. I've been booked and working with a wider range of people and projects more than ever. And I'm really excited about that. But for each new project I've done, I have a really high stress anxiety level of worrying about whether I'm going to do well and make them happy that they asked me and that they trusted me to be part of their project. So every new client, there's like a new round of stress. And I've had like at least 10 new clients in the past few months. And they're all asking really different things, which is again really wonderful. But I realized I need to I want to figure out some strategies for being able to continue to accept new clients without getting so in my head about it. And what I've been doing this week, which is very corny, but in one of my throwaway journals, I highly recommend getting a trash journal that you don't worry about keeping neat. Just like scribble on it. Whenever I felt anxious, I would write down, essentially just like, it's gonna go well. Or at least like, it's gonna be fine. I want to be able to write next, it's gonna go fine and I'm gonna play well. And like, I know I'll do good. It still doesn't feel right when I write that part down, but at least writing out over and over, it's gonna work out, has helped actually a lot. Again, I know that's kind of cheesy, but if I can give a little advice to anyone else where maybe that might apply to them, I found it to be really helpful. Let's see. So we did Havana. Well, I came to the realization lately that like, ultimately, everything that's happened in my life, it's ended up working out and passing by. You know what I mean? Oh my god, eye blinks. Oh, that was a loud pop in the mic. I'm sorry. Ugh! You destroyed our weekly goal. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I of course remember that you like Final Fantasy, particularly 7 and 10. So why don't I do like a quick Tizanarkin for you? I'm not taking away your choice though. If you want to pick a song on top of that, please do. Thank you, iBlink, so much. Thank you. That really means the world to me. Thank you so much. Thank you. And an earblood treat, yes. Thank you. I do want to finish that thought I had. Trace it back. Ultimately, even though there's some things that have happened in my life, and I'm sure all of yours, some things that were really painful, some bad decisions I've made that resulted in bad consequences, at the end of the day, I'm still here, and I'm still able to play the violin, and I still have my friends and my family. So ultimately, when I write down it's all gonna work out, I think about that fact. And again, it's kind of helping me figure this out. I hope I don't sound preachy or anything. Again, it kind of helps me to talk these things out loud. And therapy and working through my anxiety and depression stuff is a big part of my life. So it's kind of hard not to talk about it, I guess. For Sophie Love, or actually, is it Sophia Love? Thank you for the follow, as well as Mike and Efson and Ariman, Frank Zoid. Thank you, everybody. Kale for the resub. Tizanarkin is always an awesome listen. You got it. And maybe I'll throw in a Mr. Tillman in there, too. For Station, thank you for saying that. I kind of had to remind myself that Twitch is a safe place for me. I don't want that to hurt anyone's feelings. Like, don't get me wrong, I love doing this. I think for a bit there, I started thinking of it as well as like a fun, enjoyable thing, a reality where it's still like my main income source. So then there was this pressure I was putting on myself of like, you need to do this well and you need to do this better and consistent and, you know, always lift the bar, which was making me kind of anxious to stream. But I've talked to you guys about that process and, you know, getting more confident and comfortable. Oh, I still have whiskey before breakfast and then Tennessee whiskey. And then I think, how about we pause the requests after that so that if I feel like I want to try something new, we can do that. I'm trying to get better at leaving time for that stuff. What I'm going to do is whiskey before breakfast, or to Xanarkin, One Summer's Day for Caesar, whiskey before breakfast for Moo, and then Tennessee whiskey for Silver. That sounds good. So that means I need this one first. Let's do a nice to Xanarkin. Thank you again, iBlinks. Doc, that comment resonated with me. Thank you. You're capable of playing stuff well. That's a possible outcome. Well, and the latest one that's causing me a little bit of like stress is the new gig I have this weekend where I have to play Devil Went Down to Georgia. I've somehow avoided it for 10 years, but time's up, folks. I've lived in Nashville long enough where I had to play it. And a Lindsey Sterling song. I have both at this point memorized, but a little under tempo. Devil Went Down to Georgia, you mean? Or to Xanarkin for station. So I'm going to play through those pieces each stream to force myself to get comfortable with doing it. But first things first, I would like to do that song without the track because I feel like I could have emoted emoted a bit better. Oh, that was Ballum Garden, right? Yes. Okay, think about your bow control and angle. Confidence. Then it's like. This part, I'll admit, is kind of fun. And it's like. I just don't like that. Also, I'll show you guys later, but on the original recording, they layered a couple string recordings, and it sounds like gnarly. I know it's supposed to sound gnarly. Is it supposed to sound like the devil solo? Anyway, I want to appreciate this amazing sweetness, loving, wonderful support. For Silver, thank you so much for the dono. A very, very generous $46. Thank you so, so much. Oh, look at that beauty. Holy farts. That's amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I wasn't expecting Devil Went Down to Georgia to bring that out. I do want to try those two pieces before we finish today. Blanca, what's up? It is a very good looking number. Before I get into our next upcoming songs, though, we've been going now 2.5 hours. So I would like to step aside and do some stretches real quick. Oh, I feel bad doing this right when Jess Snaps comes in. Welcome over on YouTube land. Most of our chatting really is here on Twitch, as that's where I have been streaming for the past few years. Don't, Elton, why'd you do that? I'm trying to find some sort of like pattern to still appreciate it, but it's definitely not as satisfying. Definitely not. Moving. I know, Chad. I know that emote is probably one of my favorites. Is you can do like words next to it. It's so freaking funny. Like I enter most of my streamer friends chat doing that. Or like iBlinks just did. That's also a strong combo. And a collab of pencils and cathadoras. Oh, we got 2 tracks at the same time. That's no good. Let's fix that. So, like I said, I'm just gonna take a good 3 minutes just to make sure I feel composed and ready to go. So I will be back in just like 4-5 minutes. I'll leave you with some lovely Genshin Impact, and I will play through One Summer's Day right when I come back. For Jess Snaps, thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Wait, don't remember this being on my backing track song list. Oh, this is so fun. Oh, from a not very fun game though. Well, it might be, but I know that the context is it's a rather dark game. It's from Omori, which I really want to play. It looks like a beautiful game, but I heard it's extremely sad, and I worry about getting sad when I play it. Oh, and of course, this is the Butley Poopington love song. So, I said I was gonna do One Summer's Day, and then Whiskey Before Breakfast, a classic bluegrass tune, which I'll have to remember how it goes. I think I remember. But let's start with the lovely One Summer's Day, and then we'll do Tennessee Whiskey. And I still gotta show you the Lindsey Sterling song that I learned. Itchy. Okay. One Summer's Day. I really enjoy playing to this beautiful piano performance by the composer Joe Hisaishi himself. It's a really lovely live performance. clappies. I know it seems like, that one is like such a simple song to play over, but I find it to be a lot scarier to play over a very soft, intimate piece like that, because it's so much harder to play really cleanly, like quietly on the violin and change your vibrato for different emotional moments and just be completely in control. You kind of saw in the beginning of it, but I like scared myself with my first note. I was like, I want this to be the quietest note ever. And I was like, too loud. It's too powerful. Too strong. Let's see here. Do I remember how to do Whiskey Before Breakfast? For Lalu, welcome, by the way. How are you? And Rav, thank you so much. I'm late for this thank you, but thank you for gifting a sub. Thank you so much. Ooh, that's tempting to play, but we have priority requests to do. Let me try and remember Whiskey Before Breakfast. I know it goes... Okay. I think that's it. I recorded a while back for Phil. I see you over in YouTube land. Thank you. I'm good, thank you. And you always make me feel so happy and serene. Thank you. That makes me really happy to hear. Thank you. There was a while when I was practicing violin and it did not sound good, where I was like, I don't think I'll ever get to the point where someone will hear me play and be like, that sounds nice. Because it's just, it's kind of a heartbreaking instrument. It's beautiful, but you have to listen to some pretty terrible sounds before it starts sounding good. Eye blinks. Eye blinks. Oh, that kind of looks like kimchi. Luna. Oh, now I miss kimchi. Eye blinks. You made a beautiful number again. Oh, that is so neat and tidy. Now, Elton, you behave yourself. Don't you ruin this beautiful number. Don't you dare. So a while back, I tried to record a tambourine with a pencil where I hit it like a mallet with both ends of a pen, and I dropped the pitch down to try and make it sound like an Irish bodhrán, which is a type of drum. And then this is what it sounded like. It's kind of the vibe. I know Whiskey Before Breakfast is both bluegrass and fiddle, depending on certain stylistic changes you make. But I'm gonna play over this. Okay. So I want a kick drum too, like a. Ooh, I have one other here. My timing was a little off, but I can fix that. I just gotta highlight it, Command U, get on the beats, brother. I don't know why I'm stuck on saying brother today. All right. That's pretty okay. Sorry about the reverb. Holding the bow higher, like a standard fiddle way, does actually make it a lot easier. I was avoiding it because I thought it would I thought it would mess up my classical training that I've been working on with Julia. But then I had a lesson with Julia and she was like, no, hold it the fiddle way. It's easier. Why are you not doing that? I was like, oh, okay, I'll do it. If I have your like bedtime, I said bedtime. It's because I read your comment, Moose. My bad. Thank you. Now it's bedtime. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, everyone. Thank you. I apologize. It took me so long to get to that. That was fun though. I'm really stoked because I know I'm not like the best at any genre, but I'm really excited that I'm getting better at playing classical and fiddle music. Again, both still have a long way to go, but I'm really proud of myself for just finally, I shouldn't say finally, just for noticing steps in the right direction, you know? So sticking to our fiddle vibes, we're gonna do Tennessee Whiskey. What time is it in Nashville? For me, it is 6:11 p.m. So let's see here. If I'm gonna do Tennessee Whiskey, this is in a 3/4 template. So I need to get a new Ableton project and record guitar, bass, and I like to do like a twin fiddle sound with it. Okay. Just had a little tension in this arm. I know this looks silly, it's a stretch. Most of y'all heard me talk about it last week, but I've been dealing with a case of tennis elbow. Don't worry, it's nothing super intense, but just from practicing and playing as much as I have, I injured my elbow a bit. I took a good 4 days off of playing, which was very hard for me. I don't like cutting my routine like that, and when you practice something for so long, you're worried your progress will go away. But I took the break, I asked my teacher for advice, I've been icing, I've been resting, heating pads, stretching. It's feeling a lot better than it did last week, but that's one of the reasons I've been taking more breaks recently, just to make sure I'm keeping an eye on it and being responsible. Because I don't have time to have a violin injury right now. We gotta keep the show rolling. I can't pause these gigs. Hydrate. Okay. Tennessee Whiskey. Do I need lyrics for this? I'll have them in front of me just in case. It's 1:11 a.m. here in the Netherlands. I like nice numbers. Well, I apologize for making you stay up so late, Silver, waiting for your requests. I at least am getting better at pausing the requests when I see it's gonna take me a while to get to them. Okay. So, Tennessee Whiskey. I feel like sometimes I risk doing this one too slow. It is a slow song, but it can drag easily. So it looks like I wrote a suggested tempo for myself. I didn't write the chords, but I think I remember it. I think it's just like an A, B minor. Let's see. Okay, the mic input is on. Piano might sound nice on this. That papa will be faded once I get the guitar, don't you worry. was a little behind tempo there. Dang it, it should have been. Okay, I can do this. Oh, Walter's in it. He must have heard something downstairs. I might have to go check on Doggo. Mr. Walter, that was a good take, too. Change your input. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, let's get 2 violins, and then I'll sing. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You gotta press it just right. 1, spend all my nights out in ballroom. Liquor was the only love I know, but you rescued me from reaching towards the bottom and brought me back from being far, far too gone. Dang it. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. I've looked for love in all the same old places, found the bottom of bottles was always dry, but you rescued me, and no, I didn't waste it, 'cause there's nothing like your love to get me high. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. Nothing like your love to get me high. Your eyes smooth as Tennessee whiskey. Your eyes sweet as strawberry wine. Your eyes warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. As smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. I need to write one more note for myself before I do this again. So this song is 3/4, well, kind of like 6/8. And I need to quantize for 2 measures instead of 1, because 1's not enough time. And when I press the button, it starts sooner than what I think it will. For Downward Spiral, thank you very, very much. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. How are you doing today? Silver, I'll never accept that coveted title, but it always makes me happy seeing you say it. For Doc, fun fact, the same chord progression is used in You and I by Lady Gaga. Oh, I love that song. And What Up by 4 Non-Blondes, and Don't Worry, Be Happy by Bobby McFerrin. I love the song You and I. If I had the confidence to like belt a song for karaoke, I feel like it would be You and I. I think that would be the vibe that I'd want. Doing well? Happy to hear that. Well, y'all, I told you I would try and do a run through of the songs I'm performing this weekend. I'm a little nervous because both songs I have at it at 90% the tempo it needs to be clean, but I'm having trouble getting the 100% clean. But if I try them now with you, then that will help me prepare for the weekend. So it might sound kind of rough, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I'm about to play Devil Went Down to Georgia for you. What has happened in my life to lead me here? And then I'm going to play the new Lindsey Sterling song. This Lindsey Sterling song, I do want to add to the song list because I have a lot of fun playing it. But let's do this. I always told you that I would make some ridiculous dono goal or sub goal to actually learn Devil Went Down to Georgia. But I got offered a gig where they asked me to play it, and the client's always right. So I said yes. Does that mean we're not banned for asking for that song? Well, we're not gonna put it on the song list, Doc. Let's not go crazy. But I will play it for you. So, very, very nervous. Okay, let me do one more quick stretch. I just need like a 40-second hype up. So I'm gonna put the screen on, but I will be back in a second. I just want to do like a jumping jack and get ready. Okay, I can do this. Okay, I have jumping jacked. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna do the freaking song. Now I will say playing over this track is kind of risky as the violin isn't immaculately in tune, and there's some layers that aren't in tune with each other. It adds to the kind of dissonance in a cool way, but... Alright, I'm gonna try. Let's do it. Oh, la la! La 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 la! Oh, it's paused. Okay, let me rewind it. It starts right away, so I might miss the first couple notes. Ready?
Down to Georgia, he was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind because he was way behind and he was willing to make a deal. When he came across this young man sawing on a fiddle and playing it hot, and the devil jumped up on a hickory stump and said, "Boy, let me tell you what. I guess you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddle player too. And if you'd care to take a dare, I'll make a bet with you. Now you play pretty good fiddle, boy, but give the devil his due. I bet a fiddle of gold against your soul because I think I'm better than you." The boy said, "My name's Johnny, and it might be a sin, but I'll take your bet you're gonna regret because I'm the best as ever been. Johnny, rosin up your bow and play your fiddle hard, cause hell's broke loose in Georgia and the devil deals the cards. And if you win, you get this shiny fiddle made of gold, but if you lose, the devil gets your soul." Up his case and he said, "I'll start this show," and fire flew from his fingertips as he rosined up his bow, and he pulled the bow across the strings and it made an evil hiss, and then a band of demons joined in and it sounded something like this. said, well, you're pretty good, old son, but sit down in that
I'm
chair
playing
right
the
there and let me
forbidden
show you how
song.
it's done.
Shoot.
Fire on the mountain, run, boys, run. The devil's in the house of the rising sun. Chicken in the bread pan, picking out dough. Granny, does your dog bite? No child knows. The devil bowed his head because he knew that he'd been beat, and he laid that golden fiddle on the ground at Johnny's feet. Johnny said, devil, just come on back if you ever want to try again. I done told you once, you son of a bitch, I'm the best there's ever been. He played Fire on the Mountain, Run, Boys, Run. Devil's in the house of the rising sun. The chicken in the bread pan, picking out dough. Granny, where your dog bite, no child knows.
Okay. If that, I feel like if I did that for my performance I'm doing Saturday, I'd be okay with that. So that's good. That means I have enough time. My next step with these, I got hired for a gig where I got to play these songs. I always said I would never play Devil Went Down to Georgia, but here we are. So my next step with these songs is I'm going to practice walking around while playing them, because that's what I have to do at the gig. I have to like weave through tables and like really sell it, like get in their face and all this stuff. So that will be interesting, and my inner awkward is going to shine brightly for all to see. Thank you for the raid, Daniel. I hope you had a nice guitar strain. I just got hit with a snowball for saying. So I asked them, and they said I don't need to worry about having the wireless, that I can have like a fairly stationary section to just chill in. But I still have to like kind of walk up to people and just walk back. I've walked around on stage being hooked up to an amp before, so I don't think it will be that much of an issue, but... Okay, so that's one gig they asked me to do. There's going to be girls in cowboy boots dancing behind me, so that will be a rootin' tootin' good time. Next, which I'm very stoked about, they had me learn a Lindsey Sterling song. I've been a fan of Lindsey's. I really enjoy what she does, and I think she's a wonderful like pioneer in showing that violin can do more than just fiddle or classical, that it can do whatever we want to do with it. Because it's an instrument, and instruments can play whatever they want. Closest I got to cowboy boots, fair. I should show up to the gig in that. I have to show up in some sort of like cow girly getup. Not too costumey, they just want it to be like denim-y, and one that's more like black and sparkles. So I have to go shopping Thursday morning before stream to try and get my show outfits. I don't foresee that pushing our stream to later, but there's a chance, so I just want to throw that out. I'm going to try and get it done before then, though. For Brobo, thank you. I've been a bit of an anxious wreck about it. It's a new client that I really want to work with. Okay, so let's try and do the Lindsey Sterling one. Again, I got this up to 90% tempo. I'm going to try the 100% and just see how it goes. Okay. Round table rival. Track's too loud. Let's try that again. Okay. Knowing I have how many more days? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I have 3 more days to make that really clean. But I think worst case scenario, if I show up and played not well, it's going to be fine. Thank you guys for letting me test out the stuff I got hired to play this weekend. I just really want to do it well. That's really fun. You guys actually feel a lot better after playing them. I kind of proved to myself that I can play these songs and it's fine. I really appreciate that. Yes, I played the forbidden song. But I will say, after playing it, I don't dislike the song Dev Went Down to Georgia as much as I thought I would. It is kind of fun to play, I cannot lie. If I can eventually find another violinist to maybe get hired to do the gig with me and do harmony, that would be so cool. Me and Julia, oh my god. That would be so cool. Thank you, Chris. And thank you, everybody, for that new follow just now. Taggle? Caesar Taggle? Thank you. Wouldn't that be neat? We'll write a cello part for you, Tripwire. Thank you, Caesar. Thank you. But I believe on that note, y'all, I think I might wrap up today. We're at 3.5 hours. I still want to be really mindful to not push my tennis elbow too hard. Even though I'm happy to report right now it's feeling pretty good. It's just a little sensitive here, so I'm going to go ice it. And yeah. I will be live next on Thursday as well as Friday. I don't need to change the times of those streams. There's a slight chance on Thursday I might start a little later, as I need to go shopping for a stage outfit for the gig this weekend. There's going to be, like I said, girls dancing and girls in those hanging silk ribbons doing choreography. And so they have very showy theatrical outfits, and I need to find something to blend in. I hope I can find that at my local mall. We'll see. I'll try some thrift stores too. But I feel like it might be safer to just go to the mall where they have sizes, you know? Anyway, for anyone who's new today, thank you so very much for giving me a chance. Again, my name's Joe. For anyone new, if you enjoyed today, I hope you consider following and coming back. I stream 4 days a week. And yeah, I'm gonna see if I can at least do a new transcription for the channel. But again, I'll admit most of my time is gonna be going towards getting these songs clean and sharp and confident where I can move around the room and not look scared. So that's what I will be mostly doing. And with that being said, how about we find us a lovely raid target? let's see here. Is there any friends I don't usually get the opportunity to raid? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Andrew's live. Andrew! Andrew! I gotta reach out to him and schedule another coffee date or something. But we're gonna raid my friend Andrew. He is a drummer here in Nashville that I've had the pleasure of getting to work with on multiple projects. He's extremely talented. He has a super fun stream, very interactive, and plays over the requests you guys send. So check him out. He's fun. And yeah. Did I get everything on the priority list? I feel like I did. I just wanna... Great, I did. Okay. Wanna make sure I didn't make anyone feel left out there. Okay, y'all. I will be back on Thursday. Be kind to yourself. I'll try and do the same. And thank you.